What is up, my fellow hip-hop heads and music lovers in general? My name is G-Vans and welcome back to my channel, where every Friday I take a look at some of the new albums being dropped by some of my favorite artists in hopes that you guys will like what I have to say about them, in hopes that I can get some of you into some new music. This is not the second upload, so let's get right to it. So for the second upload, I'm going to be talking about the new album called Ghetto, Lenny's Love Song, and it's by the one and only Saint John. Mr. Carlos Saint John. That's his full name. I actually didn't know. I actually found that out, like, I want to say like a few weeks ago. So it's like it's a really cool fucking name. But yeah, Saint John. This dude, one of the rap game's like very like new, unique artists in my opinion. First of all, let me just say, I know he likes to call his like mixtapes or whatever, or like whatever he's dropping, like a collection instead of an album. You know, like I actually saw a video of like, you know, why he likes to like recall as his stuff as just collections, not just like, you know, albums. But you know what? I'm just gonna call them albums because I'm just gonna call them albums and mixtapes and EPs because it, you know, it's simple. It's less, it's not complicated, you know, because that's what they are. Okay, it's his second studio album. I'm not gonna call it a collection. He can call whatever he wants, but it's his second studio album. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it there. It's just like when Six like went on Twitter and like he tried to like explain to everybody. It's like he had like a bunch of tweets that like explaining to everybody in his fan base of why his rap name is pronounced Black instead of Six like, and I just looked down in the comment section and everybody is just like, you know, roasting him and saying, nah motherfucker, it's Six like shit. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. So Ghetto, Lenny's Love Songs. First of all, that's a very like unique and specific like album title for an album. First of all, let me just say that the title itself like isn't what like got me like interested in the album, because to be honest, that album title like low-key was kind of like, in my opinion, it was kind of like trash. It was like when Little Boozy came out with that new album last year called Boozy's Blue Cafe, where he tried to make a fucking like blues and like jazz album, and it's like, you know, it was fucking disgusting. But you know, I'm not gonna get into that. But what actually got me interested in the album was the album cover, because I don't know if people will agree with me or not, but this fucking album cover for this album looks like something that people from Regular Show came up with. You know, it's this fucking skeleton death dude, you know, riding on a fucking motorcycle, you know, like everything is on fire and shit. It's like it looks like something that people from Regular Show would make, and it just looks so fucking weird, and I was like, okay, I'm listening to this shit. So first of all, I am a fairly new Saint John fan, just to be honest. I got into him, like, I want to say, I think it was last year. Yeah, it was like late of last year when I gave his album Collection 1 a chance. You know, that was his first studio album, and you know, like, I feel that, you know, like that album was good, but like he definitely had some room for improvement. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, that first album he made was like really enjoyable. And, you know that album had a lot of its like memorable like moments and tracks that I really enjoyed. But at the same time, you know, I felt that it was like the same sort of like trap sound and vibe that you know that you know me and everybody else has been already like, you know, hearing for like the past like 3 years of when trap was around. So, you know, I felt that it wasn't any different than, you know, what other like trap like artists would like make, you know, in the past. So, you know, yeah, it was a good album, and yeah, like he has a very like unique style and voice, but at the same time, I feel like he did have some room for improvement, but he did show a lot of great potential. So yeah, that's how I was feeling, and you know, I was going into this album like okay, like it's just gonna be the same shit. But after listening to the whole 44 minutes of this album, all 14 tracks, I gotta say, St. John has impressed the fuck out of me in a very, very good way. All right. First of all, you think you know what you are going to listen to? You have no fucking idea. I have no fucking idea. Like if you go into this album expecting a full fucking like trap like album, like a whole like trap vibe, then don't go into it like that, because it is going to blow your fucking mind. Okay, the first intro to the fucking song called the first like intro track to the album called Wedding Day was the track that got me like hooked in instantly, because the moment I heard that like that fucking like acoustic guitar, playing like a sort of like alternative like rock vibe, it's the moment that I thought to myself, okay, this is going to be some weird shit. This is going to be some dope shit. It's going to be some rock mixed with like a bit of trap. I'm excited for this. Let's see what he does. And oh my god, he fucking impressed the fuck out of me. Pretty much what this whole album is, as described by St. John himself, pretty much what this album is a bunch of like love songs, or like not just love songs, but just like a bunch of songs in general that he would picture that would play during his wedding and even during and after like his divorce. So pretty much is a mix of like the real like great side of love, and what everyone like is excited about when it comes to that whole like love shit. And then the other half of the album is like the hardships that love can give you, during a relationship, after a relationship ends, and just like the full cycle of what love can cause to somebody. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be a guy or girl. Like love will at some point mentally like fuck with you. Depending on like how bad a relationship is, or like how toxic something is. But yeah, that's pretty much like a whole gist of what the album is about. First of all, St. John's fucking singing voice. Let me just tell you guys. For someone who has a very, very deep fucking like voice, not as deep as Rich Brian, but a fairly like deep voice. This man can actually sing really, really fucking good. Yeah, he doesn't like rap that much. I want to say there are maybe like one or two like tracks where like he's actually like doing some like hardcore rapping, but like throughout the most time he's like doing this whole like like singing vibe. I guess kind of a sad boy vibe. I don't want to say it was like a sad boy like type of album, because like it definitely isn't. It definitely like fits like in another like like genre, or like another like style than sad boy rap, I guess you could say. But overall, like his singing voice is really good. I really love how he's like working with like a bunch of like with a bunch of like piano sounds, a bunch of like acoustic like guitar sounds, and I just really like enjoy how he like self-produced like most of the album, and just like how unique this whole fucking album is. You know what I mean? It's like this is a guy who is like sort of like a tough guy, I guess you want to say, like a really like hardcore dude, but like I really appreciate that he like became a lot more vulnerable and share like his actual thoughts on like certain things, but like his thoughts on love, his thoughts on the game, his thoughts on like trying to adjust the fame and all that. And it's like I think he like really like proved himself a lot to be like a really great artist, because I just really enjoy this album so much. He works with a lot of great people. That's the thing. I think there are only like 4 features on this album. You know what I mean? For the most part, he's doing like a solo type vibe. Just him, singing by himself and all that. But the features that he does have on this album are pretty cool. He has a song with Meek Mill called "Anything Can Happen." Where they talk about how like anything in a relationship, and like after a relationship, like anything can happen. Like it doesn't matter who you are. Like anything can happen, either bad or good. Whatever it is. Him and Meek Mill go really hard. I've been actually getting into Meek Mill a lot. Like I used to say he was kind of like an okay rapper, but he's actually he actually can like really like rap really good. I mean, you know, he has another song with Little Baby called Trap, which you know it's like a little like rock and trap sort of vibe. You know, it's like it's weird because like they're like mostly singing, but it's like the beat that they're singing to is like a hardcore like trap beat. So it's a very weird combination, but at the same time it sounds really good. And you know, he also has a song with the Boogie with the Hoodie, and it's like, you know, those two together are so fucking great. It's like their singing voices are so fucking like unique, and it's like I would actually want to see St. John and a Boogie with the Hoodie just do a fucking like album together, because I feel like that shit would be some fucking like great like R&B and trap vibe. But you know, besides the like slow jams and the like great acoustic vibes that you hear throughout the whole album, it wouldn't be a St. John album if he didn't have at least one or two like trap vibes where he's like, you know, showing off his lyricism, and showing off, you know, how great of a hype man he is, just, you know, showing off his great flow in general. And it's like, you know, I think this man like really impressed the fuck out of me, and I think he is going to be like probably one of the best artists of the new school right now. You know, he has a very unique voice, and he has a very like unique way of approaching, you know, the way he sings his songs and the way he like makes his music. So yeah, he is definitely going to be like a force to be reckoned with in the future. I hope he keeps it up. I hope he keeps like experimenting with new sounds, because this album, it was really enjoyable, and I think he is going to make like some pretty great bangers in the future. So yeah, shout out to you, St. John. This album was fucking great. I think my favorite track on the album was probably the track called I Can Fucking Tell, because that shit like okay, the first two words of that album fucking like got to me right away. You know, the beginning goes, I can fucking tell you still love me still. It's like, fuck, bro, like preach, bro. I fucking feel you. Like I've gone through some pretty shitty like pretty like rough breakups like in my past, and you know, just listen to this whole thing just like reminded me of like those like feelings that I had in my head, you know, after like, you know, like unfortunately like shit went down with you know, one of my exes. So yeah, you know, I think that's also another reason why I like this album, because it was super relatable to me. So yeah, once again, shout out to you, St. John. You know, you fucking killed it in this one. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had to say. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram down below. As always, DM me for requests. Go ahead and follow St. John on Instagram down below. His new album, Ghetto, Lenny's Love Songs, is out now. Go listen to it if you haven't already. You will not regret it. It's really fucking good. And with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell down below so you never miss any upload that I do. And don't forget to stay happy.
I can fucking tell you still love me still. Been through fuck